Oh, yeah, yeah, we can start looking into the UFO thing, though. I forgot, sorry. Is the subreddit still popping off about it? The UFO subreddit? Oh, wow, this is getting like some mainstream media coverage, huh? CBC, whatever channel News Nation is. Pentagon denies secret UFO retreat. For those that don't know, I'll briefly lay down the basics here. I haven't looked into it too thoroughly, so I'm not completely knowledgeable yet. There was a high-ranking official, like this guy is real, he is like the real deal, who came forward to claim that there was a recovery of a vehicle not of non-human origin. Like this was an extraterrestrial craft, basically. And that there was a cover-up put in place to try and hide all the truth, all of that shit. It's not Bob Lazar. Hold on. I think I still have the article up if I go back here. Yeah. What was his name? David Charles Grush. Decorated former combat officer in Afghanistan, veteran of the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency and National Reconnaissance Office. He served as Reconnaissance Office Representative to the Unidentified Aerial Phenomenon Task Force from 2019 to 2021. From late 2021 to July 2022, he was the NGA's co-lead for UAP analysis and its representative to the task force. He is like actually a real person, like with real credibility. From what, at least from what I've gleaned. And this story has, I suppose, started blowing up now because he was doing a bit of whistleblowing about this craft of non-human origin. He said knifed 18 Valkyrie, High Key, and Tier 1 Ruben in the Prime Phanex. So it is very interesting to see it actually start to catch fire, like in the general sphere of news. What's CBC saying? Canada attends first of its kind UFO briefing at the Pentagon. Man, this sounds like actually science fiction. It featured a US-led briefing to visitors from nations of the Five Eyes Intelligence Sharing Alliance. The Five Eyes. They sound like the villains out of some kind of sci-fi movie. Like a religious cult or something of the cosmos. Thanks to the Prime one-shot. So it seems like it's just kind of pulling together to share unidentified aerial phenomenon sightings and information. And they just held their big meeting. And here's about David Grush. Saying the United States has in its possession aircraft of non-human origin, and not just one aircraft, but many. He says the discoveries are numerous, involving everything from wreckage up to intact vehicles, and he says that these items have been collected for decades by the U.S. government, by allies, and by defense contractors. He says this information is being illegally withheld from members of Congress, and he's alerted them as well as the Inspector General for the American Intelligence Community. Authors who reported on his allegations for the science site The Debrief quoted other U.S. officials vouching for Grush's credibility, including Jonathan Gray, an officer in the intelligence community with a top-secret clearance. I would say that this David Grush guy is probably the most credible whistleblower so far when it comes to alien shit. Based on everything so far that we've seen. There's a lot of people backing his corner. There's the Prime Foley. Yeah, I don't know, Snake. I just find it so hard to believe that we'd somehow have wreckage. Like, I feel like there's no way an alien civilization that can reach us, first of all, would have to have technology so beyond our comprehension. How the fuck would they reach us and then crash? That'd be the most embarrassing fuck up of all time. Skill issue. I mean, I guess. Legitimately, I guess. They were drunk. Yeah, maybe intergalactic DUI. I really don't know. But like, again, just reaching us, they would have to be so fucking far above us in the technological tree, we wouldn't even be able to process the technology. How the fuck would they crash when they make it to us? Because there's no way we shot them down. Our weaponry would do nothing to them, unless they're allergic to lead or something. Like, there's just no shot. Now, what I could see, now this, and this might be the claims, like I said, I haven't read enough. What I could see being a possibility is that the wreckage that they picked up came from like a space cruiser that got blasted apart by asteroids or something, and some like podunk little part of the aircraft made it to Earth and crashed. That could make some level of sense. Maybe. But I feel like even that's a stretch. Thanks to the Prime Nectar and the Resub Knight and the bits Benadryl, Beaches, and Mac. Ants probably think car crashes are wild too. Yeah, I guess, but that perspective just doesn't really work when it comes to a planetary level. And we're not ants. I mean, we would be ants to their technology, which is why I don't even think we'd be able to fucking process it. Like, we wouldn't even be able to make sense of it. Thanks to the resub herd. Yeah, like a probe or something, like could be wreckage from that. Like, again, that's the only thing that I think would make sense. Ooh, thank you for the, holy fuck, the 50 gift subs, Fuse. Christ, man, thank you, Fuse. Goddamn, appreciate the huge drop. The non-human intelligence phenomenon is real. We are not alone. Retrievals of this kind are not limited to the United States. This is a global phenomenon, and yet a global solution continues to elude us, Gray says in the report. This, to be clear, is not the official United States government line. There's no credible evidence to date of extraterrestrial activity, non-earthly technology, or objects that defy known laws of physics, Kirkpatrick said in a recent testimony before the United States Senate. Additionally, the latest UAP report did not cite any evidence of extraterrestrial technology. It is said that of the 366 recorded sightings, 163 wound up being balloons or balloon-like entities. Man, I am real gassy. Jeepers creepers, the fucking aliens are in my throat. 26 were categorized as unmanned aerial vehicles and 6 were aerospace clutter. However, it said 171 sightings remained unexplained. Thanks, Resub. Tanner, Bora, and Annalisa and Shebe. Well, no. It's important to draw a distinction here. He is legitimately claiming that these are non-human origin. So that is saying that whatever they have is not from this planet. It is not like, you know, it's just a weird weather balloon. He is legitimately making the bold claim that it is not of human origin. Thanks, Resub Ketro. We were already talking about the Apple Vision Pro. I think it's way overpriced. I think it's a cool idea, but I think the $3,500 price point is fucking criminal. I think that's ridiculous. No. He said non-human. Doesn't that mean dogs could have made them? You might be onto something. You're thinking outside the box. Yeah, I guess it doesn't necessarily mean it had to come from space. Could have just come from a really smart animal on Earth. Yeah, it could be mole people living in the Earth's core or something, yeah. Maybe Pacific Rim level shit. Thanks, Resub Jaybird. But yeah, I guess as of right now, there's no hard evidence from Grush besides like what the Pentagon themselves published from UAPs. It's just Grush is saying that this isn't the whole story. These things are real and they're being withheld from Congress. Let's see what the Pentagon has responded with. The amount of fucking times I click on Fox News, I'm not turning off my goddamn ad block. They have to have seeded the Google front page. Because every time I click on the first source, it's them and it immediately pops up with allow ads on Fox. You got me fucked up. I don't do that for any site. Hold on, let me get a different source. Thanks for the resub, the resub, Tanner. Is this the Pentagon response? No. Who has the Pentagon response? Besides Fox. Oh, here we go. News Nation. Nope. Oh, yeah, here. Oh, this is an interview with
Ross Coulthart, who is reporting for News Nation on the bombshell whistleblower complaint filed with Congress and the Intelligence Community Inspector General. According to the complaint, in July 2021, Mr. Grush confidentially provided UAP, unidentified aerial phenomena related classified information, to the Department of Defense Inspector
Tier 1 no
General.
name.
At that time, Mr. Grush communicated classified information about the improper withholding and/or concealment of classified material from the U.S. Congress by certain IC elements. News Nation has confirmed Grush's credentials, but he says he can't show us the proof of the alien craft for national security reasons.
I hate that excuse. You've already gone public with it. Just fucking whip the whole meat out at this point. What do you mean you can't show us the proof? Son of a bitch. I want to believe. Make me believe. Fuck. That is always so convenient. What do you mean national security reasons? You've already blown the whistle here. Fucking go in with both feet. Damn it. I mean, he would probably be killed, actually, maybe. So he has a legitimate fear. But still, if you have real proof, fucking drop it. You've already done most of the hard stuff here.
In a somewhat frightening revelation, Grush claims the non-human species may not be friendly.
I've been told that there have been attempts to bring down craft, that we've acted offensively against non-human craft.
There have been instances, and there are certain techniques.
Have human beings been hurt or killed by a non-human intelligence?
While I can't get into the specifics because that would reveal certain U.S. classified operations, I was briefed by the program that there were malevolent events like that.
Grush said,
maybe I am unfamiliar with the code of conduct when it comes to whistleblowing, but isn't the fact that you're here revealing all of this already a breach of that top secret classified information? Why would you not be able to just go whole hog with it? That doesn't make any sense to me. Thanks for the 5 gift subs. Twitch unavailable. And the resub Bat Salami and Tier 1 no name. Because they'll kill him. Well, why wouldn't they kill him right now? He's already revealed the whole kit and caboodle about these secret operations and like non-human intelligence craft recovery missions and all of that shit. Wouldn't that already be grounds for them to put a target on his back? I don't see why him just getting into the specifics would, like, that'd be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Yeah, no, he's saying he can't show any of the proof because it'd be a national security risk, and he can't talk about any of the missions because they're top secret classified operations. Which this whole fucking thing would be top secret classified information that he's revealing. Assuming it's all real. So why wouldn't you just reveal all of it?
Says he has to be careful about providing detail. He shared this letter with us from the Department of Defense giving him permission to do the interview with News Nation. It says the interview questions are approved for public release. However, this approval does not include any photograph, picture, exhibit, caption, or other supplemental material not specifically approved by this office.
So what the fuck? Wait, the DOD is approving? This isn't whistleblowing, then he's a spokesperson. This is the opposite of whistle. This is endorsed information revealing. Wait, what the fuck? I am so lost now. You don't understand classified information, huh? Apparently not. Not if if you need permission to reveal classified information. The whole point of revealing classified information is that the powers that be don't like it. Example, Edward Snowden. The dude had to flee. That to me is what I thought a whistleblower always would be. Fucking Edward Snowden. This guy is like if Edward Snowden had written permission from all of the powers that be that he was about to expose. It's like, yeah, actually, you can say these things, but can you not mention these things? Like, that, to me, that's not whistleblowing then at this point. I don't know, this feels so weird.
Concurrence for release does not imply DoD endorsement or factual accuracy of the material. Grush says the United States is not the only country that has encountered non-human intelligence. He says our geopolitical rivals have their own crash retrieval programs.
We're in a competition with their adversaries to understand this, and it's a multi-decade Cold War that has been under our nose for so long, and you know, there is no good way to level the playing field and hold other nation states accountable if they're doing unethical or illicit activity as it relates to this subject. And I think the obtuse secrecy is actually putting us in a very dangerous position where a country might make a breakthrough. Let's say it's an adversary of ours, and it is so destabilizing.
The secrecy is the main reason Grush says he is coming forward. He's concerned Congress is being kept in the dark, and it's a matter of national security.
But he had approval to come forward. It's not really secrecy at that point. And what evidence is he providing to Congress then? Is he providing the evidence to them at least? Thanks to the resub, Ozymandias, Manarelli, Pterodactyl, and the give sub banana. No, we haven't gone over that, Girthy.
This is not a question I had on my bingo card last week. It is not my sweet spot. Although I am a defense appropriator, I am part of classified briefings. This is nothing that has come up.
I saw the report. It sounds fascinating, but if there's anything there, we gotta investigate. Just like we would investigate a foreign country that has a balloon over our sky.
And again, Chairman of the House Oversight Committee, James Comer, says they do intend to have hearings on UFOs, and we just learned the committee confirming that they are
UAPs, brother,
of
unidentified aerial phenomenon.
And regardless of whether you believe David Grush, this really is an emerging area. You know, Congress has been looking to this into the past, and clearly, based on what we've seen today, they're taking this seriously. They want to look into it.
So, this whole thing is, I want to believe badly. But that, like, he didn't provide anything. And he actually had permission from mommy and daddy at the DOD to do it. Like, that's not whistleblowing. I'm going to keep my eye on it. I hope something comes from it. Very much so. I really do. That would be fucking phenomenal. Your dad would be ecstatic? Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, so would I. Like, I'd be fucking ecstatic, too. I think that's the coolest shit ever. Thanks to resub web. They're prepping the population to be able to handle it. I don't subscribe to that theory. Plus, the population can't even handle Twitter. There's no way we'd be able to handle an alien race being confirmed. No shot. You can't prep us. We just wouldn't be able to handle it at all. It'd be fucking pandemonium no matter what. Look up the new whistleblower protection laws. They have whistleblower protection laws now? Where was that with Edward Snowden? An employer cannot retaliate against you for exercising your rights under the Department of Labor's whistleblowing protection laws. Retaliation includes such actions as firing, laying off, demoting, denying overtime or promotion, or reducing pay or hours. From the U.S. Department of Labor. And these are new? Yeah, it's just for regular jobs, though. Well, yeah. I mean, when it comes to something like revealing aliens, I imagine this whistleblower protection is going to be fucking worthless. Obviously, assassination isn't going to be there because it's illegal. Tell that to Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, he wasn't a whistleblower, though. that wasn't exactly a whistleblower situation. But, I mean, they'll assassinate people. You ever heard of the Fermi Paradox? Of course I have. Thanks for resub, dude. You're just denying it because you work with the aliens. I wish. I want all of this to be real. I feel like people just don't want to take my word for it. Like, I really want it all to be real. I think aliens would single-handedly be the best thing that we could ever discover, like, currently. Thanks to the resub, Cessory. And the resub, Wimpy. And Coincidence. They won't like us. Not true at all. We'll show them our fucking dank-ass memes and we'll be good friends. I think the aliens would love us. Has your dad been going nuts over these UFO stories? He hasn't been keeping up with any of the UFO stuff. Like, he didn't even hear about any of the balloons and shit. I had to tell him about that. He has not been keeping his finger on the pulse of alien shit. He's been too busy iRacing and gaming. You heard about the smoke? Yeah, we were talking about all the East Coast, Northeast stuff. Hear about the huge strike on Reddit? Oh, about the third-party apps? I still haven't really looked into that. I caught, like, the cliff notes of it.